Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our weekly spin into stillness. I'm Reverend Rob Banashak, and this is our time to meet, to meditate, and to have a little bit of a communication with that inner voice, with that deep self, higher self, divine me, however you choose to experience that voice within. That is who we are communicating with this evening. And it is July evening. It's our second July meditation. We are in definitely in summer. It's been quite a summer full of heat. And so I'm really delighted that you have chosen to make some time with this meditation group and to continue work on your own practice while you uh, get the energy of a community experience. So, we have a couple of steps in our meditation process. And the first one is really something we should be doing or we could be doing before any event, any activity that we do, and that is setting an intention. So I don't know about you, but I oftentimes, run from my house till to the next thing if I'm running late, or I get up in the morning and I move on with my day. And I may even be going to something that I consider pretty important, and I might have been thinking about it all week, but did I pause for a moment and reflect on what I want to experience as part of this activity that I've chosen to be in, or that as that I've been invited to, or been given orders to be at? Have I thought about what I would like to experience, how I want to be at this activity? Uh, Oftentimes I don't. Most times I don't. But it is coming back to this meditation each week that pretty much hammers to me that this is a critical step in having agency in our lives, in choosing how we want to be, in consciously selecting the person that we would like to be in any situation. So it's a simple step, really, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It's just one or two words that send you, the deep you, the divine you, the inner you, the message of what we're here for, why we're doing this, what we want to experience, how we want to grow as a part of this. So I invite you to write it down because I think it's good to keep a journal of these intentions. You can kind of keep track of where you've come each week and how you are unfolding each week on your own journey. If you write it down, it's making a statement. It's bringing all of those thoughts out of the swirling inside your head and putting them down on a little slip of paper, articulating them, giving the framework, setting the tone, establishing the boundaries, whatever, however you want to think about it. Setting the intention is our kind of thesis statement for doing what we're doing. Because I invite you to write it on a little slip of paper, it is because if we were in person, it would be fun to gather those little slips of paper, toss them into the flames, and then we let go of our attachment to whatever intention that we've set. So we can't be together in person, but we are together uh, in this ethereal space, in this out of body experience, because our bodies are not the parts that are connecting now. And we're able to do it as a community. So I will write my own, and I will also write the words everyone's intentions. And so, as if we were together and you were bringing your individual intention up to me and I was tossing it into the flames, this is exactly how this is designed to work. So let's set the intention. I'll write the one for all of us, and we will move on to our next step. So set that intention now. Written mine down. Right. Everyone else is down. So you can see it right here, everyone's intentions. And they will get tossed in together at the end when we're done meditating. So that's one step done, right? Our second step in this process is to draw a card from the Star Codes Astro deck. And so we've set the intention and we kind of have an idea of what we're looking for. Drawing the card is a way of giving us more information on how to make the next step on our intention toward that journey. So you don't have to think of it as a mystical experience. It is an oracle card, but you can think of it as a creative prompt. Maybe the intention that you've set, you haven't really thought about all the ways you could make that happen. Or maybe you feel stumped by something in how you're pursuing your journey. The cards allow you to get some sensory information, some artwork, a little bit of information about the card, and a message that comes along with each card. And so this is just more information. This is just a little prompt to help you unlock your perspective viewing, to see it differently, to expand your view, or maybe give you some new ideas about how you might approach your own intention, your own journey. And the card may not make sense or look or feel like it aligns with the intention that you've set. But our role is to not accept or reject the card or anything else related to the intention. Our role is to go, how do these seemingly unrelated things in the card and my intention go together? Because they do, because that's the agreement that you're making by participating, that whatever we draw is more information for you on how you can get to where you need to be. So it's a little bit of a challenge. And again, it may not come to you right away, because sometimes when we kind of rest on something and allow it to unfold naturally, your answers will gel or make sense uh, later in the week or during your meditation when you're having your dialogue with your deep self. But it's all fun and it all helps us together know that we're on a path and that we are helping to make that path together. So we're going to draw the card. I'm going to shuffle the cards first. And this is when I can remind you that we may draw cards that we've drawn in the immediate weeks, maybe recently. Every card is the message. The message is the message. So either the card, even if we've drawn it multiple times, will uniquely address your intention this week, which that's how it's designed. Or it might be a little gentle tap on the shoulder. Hey, we got this card a couple of times. Maybe you should look at what the book says about the card. Maybe you should look at some of the themes that this card represents, because they might be unfinished in your own life. So it either uniquely addresses your intention this week, or it's a reminder that you need to look at the message maybe a little more clearly, directly, pointedly. All right. So how are we doing? Now, I used to draw the card from the top of the deck, but instead of doing that, I'm just going to raise the card up to the camera, because I'm not selecting the card. I'm not drawing. You can see that I'm not drawing one or two cards. All I'm doing is lifting up the deck that I just shuffled, and you're going to see the bottom card, and that's our card for this week. And it is Uranus, change. All right, change. An interesting card. I invite us all to be curious about change that's happening related to the intention that we've set or in our lives. And I'm going to put that card up for us to look at. I am pretty sure we've gotten this card, but if we have, it has been a long, long time. Uh, I think there it is. What a beautiful card. Very colorful, very bright, very rainbow oriented, which is nice on the little bit of time we've had after Pride Month finished last week. So I invite you to look at that card, look at it closely, look at the artwork, look at what it's depicting for you, the clouds and the looks like the compass wheel. It's going to speak to you uniquely, and we're going to find out more as I read more about it. And your role is to just figure out how it kind of goes together. See if what the card's little description says helps you make sense and resonates. Uranus change. Uranus acts like a comic clutch. It takes us out of one gear and, after some chaos, shifts us into a new one. Uranus is the modern co-ruler of Aquarius and takes 84 years to round the zodiac. Uranus was the first planet we discovered once the telescope broke the boundary of our known solar system and coincided with the Industrial Revolution, when many technical and cultural assumptions broke apart. It embodies difference and eccentricity as it rotates in opposite direction of most other planets and at an approximate right angle to them, with one pole pointing toward the sun. The action of this card: surprise or be surprised. Be ready to shift gears. It's time to experiment and try a fresh approach or a new road entirely. If your life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter out handfuls of diverse seeds, water them all, see what grows robustly, and weed the rest later. Urgent anxiety can be a symptom of Uranian restlessness. Or rather than just flailing about, look for the root cause and ask what change would actually solve the problem. Oof, that one hits. What looks like a disaster may bring a wild opportunity. If you are thrown a sudden or shocking change, assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. Chaos can be an important catalyst, an unnerving moment caught between forms. The discomfort allows and propels you to transform, become your most authentic, eccentric self. You are just what is needed. Uranus also encourages technical upgrades and a cutting edge approach, whether that means acquiring new equipment or new skills. The challenge of this card: Uranus electrifies. It may feel like your finger is stuck in an electrical socket. You are anxious to change, but you can spin your wheels until you shift into a new gear. The gift of this card: prepare for an evolutionary leap. Shocking circumstances can force you to engage gifts you didn't know you had and help you transform. You are not those external attributes in transformation. You will not dissolve. A caterpillar is still internally the same creature once it becomes a butterfly. So this one is about really leveraging, going with the flow, but seeing what these forces of change can offer us. Be curious about them, to 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 really dig a little more deeply to figure out how these changing components of our lives can bring out something even more glorious than we were before. So I like it. I'm not a big fan of like catastrophic or chaotic change at all. But I have to say that many times those chaotic changes have led to some true shifts in my perspective and in life. And I'm sure that you can also testify to this as well. So let's meditate on this idea of shifting and changing and new ways of being that this card is showing us this week. Find yourself a way to be comfortable, but also alert. So you may doze off or you may drift into that space in meditation that you feel like you're sleeping, but you're not really. You're still hearing what I'm saying on a subconscious level. You're still experiencing this dialogue or this communication with your inner self, but you may feel like you're asleep. That's fine. But if you can be conscious for this, that's even better. So you want to be comfortable, but you might want to be sitting up, maybe with your legs reclined, but you're still upright so that you don't fall asleep, or propping yourself up a little more angled. Either way, this is your meditation. Be the most comfortable that you can be and still feel like you are getting something out of this experience, right? So we are going to breathe deeply. We always start meditation with the breath. The breath is our way of getting in touch with all of the mechanisms of our body. When we're breathing, we become aware of everything that is happening. We are becoming aware of the miracle that our body is, for all that it goes through 24/7. Our heart that never stops beating, our breath that never stops. So let us breathe in together. Let's inhale through our nose. Oh, and the dog is reminding me to remind you that yes, we may hear ambient sounds around us as we meditate, as we go a little more deeply. They may be startling if we are deep, but it's our opportunity to kind of pivot and move back into meditation. So you may be startled out of it. Don't allow it to throw you. Just use your breath as a way to focus back into your meditative state. Okay, so let's breathe together. Let's inhale fully and completely through our nose. And hold for a moment. And exhale slowly. And hold as you exhale. Breath number 2, inhale. Hold and exhale slowly. And hold. And on this last breath, as we exhale, you're going to allow your eyes to close. So inhale and hold. And exhale slowly as you allow your eyelids to flutter closed, and the card comes up on the screen. You can look at it anytime during your meditation to remind you what its message is. But for now, let us just return to our breathing, which is continuing at your own pace. Inhaling and exhaling. And relaxing your body and your mind at the same time. Scan your body, starting from your feet, from the soles of your feet all the way up. And wherever you feel tension or discomfort, you just want to let it go gently, gently. Allow it to dissolve and dissipate. Relaxing more and more, releasing the tension in your legs and your hips and your torso and your waist and your chest and your shoulders. Just all the tension just leaves your body. Down your arms and out through your fingertips, just more and more relaxation. Your neck relaxes and your face, really imagine your face relaxing, allowing the tension in your mouth and your cheeks and around your eyes and your forehead. Everything releases, all those crinkle lines in our forehead and laugh lines around our eyes, or crow's feet around our eyes, laugh lines around our mouth. Just allow them to relax and go away. We are feeling so safe and so comfortable and so clear and relaxed. And as our body is relaxed, we notice that our mind and our spirit feels very relaxed and safe as well. We notice that the anxiety and angst, maybe our despair, has just drifted away as we have breathed deeply. We can feel that relaxation, like rest that has come upon us. And we feel ourselves actually begin to release our bodies, our physical selves, so that we can focus on our imagination. The part of us that we cannot see, and in many ways we don't really understand this miraculous imagination of ours. But we do know that we are able to imagine things in our minds and our bodies may even respond as we do. So here we are in our imagination. We're in that place, we would say we're in our heads. We're swirling about in this glorious place. And as we're here safely together, let us gently think about that intention that we've set. And we know from the drawing of this card that related to this intention, we are about to experience a shift, a change. We don't know what it is yet, so we don't have to imagine it. So instead of imagining or trying to figure out what change may come to us related to that intention, let us tap into something that will help us access that imagination and that willingness to change. We're going to activate our curiosity, our inquisitiveness about how any new situation might help us move on to the next step on our road to that intention. us imagine ourselves in a circular hallway, a circular foyer, really. And it's really a foyer of doors. Doors that, when opened, will take us down and through the next step of our journey. Each door, a different choice, a different way of handling. Each door is the change that is going to affect us. And so we want to begin to open ourselves, open our hearts and our minds to using whatever change is behind those doors to better ourselves, to understand more about ourselves, and to serve the world around us related to this intention that we have set. So just allow these doors to activate your profound curiosity about what may be behind them. For from this curiosity will we have the motivation and the inspiration to apply the change to our life. We might want to try to give some shape to our reflection by thinking to ourselves as we reflect with these doors, wow, how interesting would it be if I opened this one door and it showed me this in handling or moving on my journey. And what if I chose the other door next to it, or 2 doors down from it? Wouldn't it be interesting if that door offered this perspective? And so just imagine you're going through these doors, or you're not opening them, you're just going to each one of them, standing in front of them, knowing that you must go through one of them at least. But you are creating for yourself the curiosity of thinking, how will I manage this? How will I deal with this? If it is this door with this choice. And without imagining the details, allow yourself to feel yourself competently, confidently, and effectively responding, dealing with, and applying whatever is beyond each of those doors. as you do this little reflection on each of the doors and how you might be curious and interested in shaping how this change is applying to your intention. You feel a presence both around you and within you. And this presence is your divine me, your inner voice, your deep self. And you feel this presence as part of you and as separate from you, but having the insight and answers for you for each possibility of these doors. Our divine me reminds us that it is always there for us, ready to help us, ready to be curious with us, ready to offer us the solutions and responses to anything about anything that we are seeking, including what is behind these doors. All of these different ways that we could shift or change. And this deep self, this divine me, feels so completely reliable. We believe it when it says to us, I am here for you, because I am you. That we find ourselves actually excited about the possibilities of working and playing with this divine me to move through these changes with grace, competence, confidence, and authenticity. And our divine me is signaling that we need to return to our material life. And we bid farewell to it for now, knowing that it is never not with us, never not ready with the right response, right answer, when we allow it, when we allow ourselves to have the dialogue. And so as we sense it's moving back to somewhere deep within us, we sense ourselves drifting back into our physical bodies. We feel that breath right underneath us, inhaling and exhaling. When we're drawn back into our bodies, reanimating all of it from head to toe, from the crown all the way down, we can feel the tingle of the energy begin to shift back into our bodies. We feel the tingle as it moves down through our face, reanimating it in our neck and our shoulders and out our arms, and our fingertips feel just deliciously vibrant and alive. Our chest and our torso and our hips, everything feels tingly and healthy. Our breath feels deep and solid. A relief from pain and angst and anxiety is real and palpable as we return to our bodies with 3 quick breaths together. Inhale, exhale quickly, Inhale and exhale quickly. And inhale one more time. And exhale quickly as we open our eyes together. Yes, 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 yes. So we had a little journey to that hall of doors. All of them are possibilities and how change might affect our life, our situation, our intention. And the point is we're ready for all of them because we have the deep self to rely on. And we're curious about how it may shift us. We want to be shifted because that's how it works. So I am thrilled that this is not an easy thing to accept. This is kind of like drawing a tower card, the tower card from the tarot deck. We know change is coming. It's inevitable. It could be chaotic. It may not make sense. But if we're curious about how we might pull ourselves up from it, we can rule the world. So I'm going to light these up together. I'm going to send mine out, and then I'll send ours out together. So one is here, and then one gets sent right with it, combining the energies of all of us together. That we're here either on the recorded version or in the live stream tonight. Several of you are. So, there it goes. Oh, we've let it go. We've let go our attachment to our intention, and we're ready to have a nice summer's evening. So, this is that time that I remember. We seek peace in the world. We look at the world now, and there's just so much chaos. And chaos agents are working 24/7 to maintain this chaos. But we have a leg up on them tonight because we've learned that our curiosity, how can this be? What can I do to help me and help my fellow humanity? Let peace begin with me, because when it starts here, it helps manage the chaos. Let peace begin with me. Let peace begin with me, deep inside. Find it wherever you need to find it. Whether you're behind the wheel of a car, whether you're standing in line somewhere, whether you just had something, hit you from out of the sky. Find the peace. Wow, that's interesting that this happened. How can I bring peace to this scenario? That's our role once we know. So go out and do it. Let peace begin with me. And remember, you are glorious. Go out there and be glorious to the world. I love you, and I will meet you back here again, same time next week. Have a great evening. Kathleen and Sue, love you lots. Thank you for being here as always. I'm going to do a quick nod to anybody that might be in the other places, mostly on Facebook. Let's see. All right, I need to refresh my pages, and I don't want to mess anything up. So if you are here with me now, great. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'm so delighted that you have chosen to spend your evening with us, or at least part of it. And if I miss you, say hello anyway. Please keep the community going. Again, meet you back here next week. Same time. Love you. Mwah.